Okay, here we are back again, and we're working on this Intarsia section of this colorwork tutorial scarf. We've done this whole section here, and we're ready to start this section. But you can see that the colors shift this way, and so it can cause some confusion about which colors go where. So let's start out by labeling our strands. When we started, we had strand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They never change their position. See, 4 goes up here, 5 here, 6. They never ever move. But when we get up to here, they are going to move. And you can notice also that I have row 20 is in the color from here. It doesn't shift to this, although everything else shifts here, but the garter stitch doesn't shift because we don't want to have bicolored pearls in our garter stitch on row 20. So I kept those the same. So we're going to start this right now. We're going to be doing row 20, and I'm going to show you how the colors shift over, and we'll label them as we go, okay? So we're on row 20 over here, and we're going to be working on the wrong side. So the first thing is we're going to work those 4 knits, and then we're going to work 5 with the same strand. So strand number 8 is going to move to right here. So let's mark that right now. This becomes 8. Okay. I have allergies here in California this time of year in the spring and fall. I do take allergy medicine, but I still get a little bit of a runny nose, so you'll hear me sniffle. So those are the 4 garter. Then we're going to change our color, but we're going to come back up with the white, just so we finish that link right there. See the links coming up? We just want to finish the link. So now we're going to knit those, purl those 5 with strand number 8. And notice that strand number 7 is getting left behind. It's over here by its lonesome. So we finished here, and then we're going to do one of the dark. So here is the dark right here. We're going to take this light over the dark. We're going to work that dark stitch. So that is in 7. This becomes 7. I'm sorry, it becomes 5. This becomes 5 because 5 ended right here. This next one is going to become 6. So we take the dark down. 6 is right here. We're picking up 6. And we're going to work 5 in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's looking good so far. Now we have a problem here. We need to have a dark strand, and there's no dark strand. We have 4 ready here. This is 4. So if this becomes, we need a new strand here, and then 2 will be here, 3 will be here. Let's mark those. So we don't know what's going to go here yet. This became 6. So we haven't used 7. 7 is unused. Let's see, what can we do? This is where you kind of have to take a look at your work and see where you are. So we've got, here is 7, here's 8, here's 5, here's 6. This strand doesn't have anywhere to go. It needs to be way over here. So we're going to cut this strand because we're going to use it where it needs to fill in. So we're going to leave about a 4-inch tail, and we're removing 4. So 4 is going to be available to move to another position, but we need to add a green here, or a dark here. So when we go over, 4 has been cut, this is going to become 4, 2 will be here, 3 will be here, and we'll use the 1, we'll use 4, will come over here. So we have 1 left over here. We know that's the one we need to use. This may seem confusing, but as you're working it, it'll make sense. So we're going to bring 1 in here, and remember we start with the strand on the front of the work. Take the just used strand over it, bring it up, and we're going to work. This is strand number 1 is going to go right here. We're working strand number 1. We're going to knit 5, purl 5, and then we switch to, we're going to switch to, we did 1, then we're going to use 2, which is right here, so it comes up underneath. We're going to take this over this and this over here. So we've got 2. We're making 1 stitch in 2, and then we need 3, which is this one right here, and 3 is going to go over the white, up from underneath. The white goes over it, the dark goes up, and we're going to knit 5 or purl 5 in 3, I spit spliced it there, so it's kind of funky, but it'll look fine. And then we're going to finish off the row in this color, remember? So we're going to knit those last 5. And guess what? We have a white yarn left over. Remember we cut it? We cut number 4. Do you remember that? So now we're ready to start. We're good. We have our new strand on the front here. We're going to tighten up all of our strands on the back, just like we do every time. Now we've minimized our tail weaves by doing that. You could have cut all 8 strands and started with 8 new strands, but in this process that we just did, we only have 1 new strand here, and we're going to have a new strand over here with our white. So row 21, we'll do it real quick. Now we're on row 21. This is strand 4 that we cut. Remember, we couldn't use it, it didn't go anywhere. And we just start back up again. And all of our strands will be in the proper order. So we only had to cut 2 strands. We'll only have 2 well, actually 4 extra tails to weave in, 2 for the cut and 2 for the new ones. We're going to bring the green under, the dark under, and work 4, etc., etc. So I map it out. This is how I do it. So now we know that this one, we started up over here. When we get back over here, 4 is new, 3 is already there, 2, 1, 6, 5, 8, and 7 is already here. It's been hanging there. We're moving it up to 8. Here is 7 right over here. Remember, we had that lonesome, so it's going to move right over to here. So the new order is 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 8, 7. Very interesting. So take care. Happy knitting. See you soon.